this. Oh, I know that's going to be backwards. I guess it is. Contract. Oh, me. Yes, I was arrested today for multiple offences. Um, and then bailed. But as soon as I was bailed, I was um, put into protective custody so that they could force me to undergo a mental health assessment. So it was a big day. Um, where should I start? I failed lick tests, driving, marijuana. Um, and then I called male police officer cunt. And he warned me not to do it again. That provoked me. Obviously, he was wanting me to do it again by warning me not to. Um, and so I fulfilled his wish and I called him a cunt about 50 more times. So I don't have an issue so much with that. Um, it was being forced to do the mental health assessment, and maybe you think it's fair enough to be a forced person to do that if they just call the cop a cunt 50 times, but I don't. I think that's a waste of the mental health triage time because they they should be for people who are threatening people or threatening to hurt themselves, and I wasn't doing that. Generally, I don't threaten people, and yeah, they seem to think I do, but not the mental health team. They were very happy with me, and I was free to go. So yep, if someone could let New South Wales Detective Dave Mackey know, big thumbs up. I'm all clear on the mental health because he has brought it up in the Simone Strobel inquest this week that my information cannot be trusted because I have mental health issues and I'm a drug addict. And so he was right. I do smoke weed, and I think I might have confessed that earlier in a previous video. But he was wrong. I am not mentally ill. Just a bit pissed off, really. Anyway, it's been a big day. Good to get the clearance from the mental health. It was very interesting. New South Wales Detective Dave Mackey was just this week saying my information could not be relied on for the mental health, and then I get forced by Tasmania Police to go to psychiatric unit and be assessed, and it was over an hour's travel away from the police station. So they just left me there and disappeared, and they didn't think I was getting out. And within 5 minutes of talking to the mental health police, to the mental health professionals, they said I was free to go. But I stayed and talked to them for a couple of hours. I mean, the conversations were probably only an hour all up altogether with 3 different people. But I just had to sit around and wait for those people all day. And then found out, it was up to me to make my own way home, which, you know, um, was pretty poor form. But because it wasn't my choice to be there, I didn't just uproot myself from take myself, an hour away and force myself into that situation. I mean, if you think that I did by calling the coppers the C word, then that's either like they charged me with it. I don't contest that. I will admit to it. That I don't agree that that requires me being locked in a padded cell against my will. But the police seem to think that was a foregone conclusion, and they were wrong. So it's good to be free tonight. I guess I'm still a bit worked up. I would like to speak in a bit more detail about the Simone Strobel inquest, but I haven't looked at it enough yet. From what I've seen, it has been exactly as I expected, which is the same evil agents selling the same story, and I don't really have the energy to go deep into that right now. And also, I want to talk in more detail soon about the verdict in uh, the case against the Jeeves for Amber Haig's murder. And if you could watch my earlier video about Amber Haig, and there's another video that I talk about it well before the trial was underway. Which one is it? Yeah, I don't know, but the earlier one, I'm telling you that the police don't have the evidence that they're saying that they have, that they're making it up, and that's what was proven in the trial, and yeah, it's horrendous, the torture that New South Wales police have put Amber Haig's friends and family through, and Amber Haig's son through, for the past 20 years, particularly the son, and particularly, of course, they were trying to convince him that his dad killed his mum, when New South Wales police have always known who killed Amber Haig because they destroyed the evidence. Um, anyway, I would like to do more justice to both what's going on with the inquest and the Amber Haig trial, and I need to do a bit more research and reading about what happened there. I guess I'm not making this a channel to be up to date on topical events. I can only do what I can when I can. And today it was dealing with Tassie police, who apparently have been trying to force this on me for months. Last year, weird time, and then it came out, a day after Dave Mackey said my information was no good because I'm mentally ill. And I've been in Tassie for more than 10 years and have had no contact with the mental health crisis services, and no need for it. They had no idea who I was. So yeah, that's, I guess, just good to get through today. Um, so I've been locked up against my will before, on the mainland a long time ago, and it's not good. So, but so I was in the wrong. I called that copper their names and all that. But then the two coppers that arrested me on the street, they take me up to Burnie, and I have to travel all the way in the back of the paddy wagon, like just you bounce and slide around. Or no, it was a smooth journey, but it's still unnecessary. Although they didn't have handcuffs on that time, but apparently they are maintaining that I threatened police on my YouTube channel. And again, I'm going to have to go back through the videos to see if this is true. Both, there are videos that I've made that aren't viewable to the public at the moment, because it's just too much too soon. But yeah, something really dirty happened in the handover from the police who arrested me to the mental health professionals who were doing the assessment on me. The handover was not done in front of me, but after the police had gone, the mental health professionals, they asked me what I was doing at the school. I said, what school? And they said, the police who brought you here, they said they observed you parked near a school watching children. What was that all about? And I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I was never been near a school today. I was driving along. I see the lights flashing. I pull over, get a lick test, call a copper a cunt, and then here I am. And they had no idea. The mental health professionals had no idea that these events had transpired. They were fed a lie by the female copper, who I did insult a bit as well in her own unique way. But she told the mental health people doing the assessment that they found me lurking near school watching children. Prior to driving in my car, I was at my friend's house, inside my friend's house, just catching up, having a cup of tea and things as you do. And I left, and a few blocks later, pulled over, flashing lights, and just hostile to me from the start. Of course, their records are showing that on their computer it says he's threatening police with your YouTube channel. That's what they told me. Maybe I have, I don't know. I don't threaten people. I threaten to defend myself, I threaten to hold my ground, and I threaten to not stop exposing the evil and corruption that has control of our police forces. And I should look at our parliaments, and I should look at all the other places where the cult is, and I should spend more time too putting a name to the cult, because I can do more with that. There's so much I don't know about it, but I could be calling them the Freemasons if that makes it easier for people. I know that the cult is bigger than the Freemasons, but I know that the Freemasons is a huge part of the cult. The Freemasons provide their attack dogs, their guard dogs, their dogs of war, their police. But the Satanic cult was around before the Freemasons. The Satanic cult started the Freemasons to serve them. The Satanic cult was around before the Rosicrucians. It was around before the Knights Templar. It was around before Jesus. This is their mythology. It goes back to Babylon and Atlantis. It's the same people for 5,000 years have been in control of the world and all of its wealth and all of its resources, and doing all they can to extinguish all the joy. It's been a big day, obviously, so I should just keep to the facts. And I am very disgusted with the police officer who tried to contaminate my mental health assessment in that way. And I was very thoroughly encouraged by the professionalism and good work by the mental health team to see what was going on, and not at all surprised by the police. But so I'm going to have to get into some complaints again, to all the appropriate bodies. And even though I know this is such a waste of time, just as I know talking to the police is such a waste of time. And I have so much doubt about what I can achieve with doing these videos in a good way. And I'm sure that there is nothing except to make a record which they can delete. But it's just my mentality go down swinging. All right, this is it. Goodbye. Thank you for your time.